Hiya, Gondinias! Can chat hear me? Am I audible? Am I sounding cute, Dania? Hi, Ruka, Ruka. Yes, you can, yeah. Yay! Alright, I don't need to give like a warning, okay, yeah? That I may pause stream or end stream or something like that today, yeah? For two separate reasons. Yes, yeah. And hello, Nimby. How's it meowing? Yes, yeah. Alright, for what reasons? I'll discuss as soon as we get to the starting screen. I mean, the chatting screen, yeah. And yes, everyone, Kochi Caturteer in the house here, and welcome to the Caturteer-Channel. I'm the cat of chaos, Kochi. I do live today, animation, arts, and a bit of meowing stingers. How's it meowing? And can end early. Yesterday I was supposed to end early. I ended late. Thanks to Blazer! It's Blazer's fault! I know, right? 3 hours late. Okay. But today, let me explain to you the two reasons why I may have to pause suddenly or end on a short notice. Okay, yeah? Alright, number one. My stomach doesn't feel so good. Yes, yeah. Okay. So, as you all know, yesterday I was planning to do a short stream because I actually had to work on a commission, like an urgent commission here. Yesterday. Right, so leading up the stream, I was actually working on this urgent commission. I was so engrossed with work, I didn't go to the toilet yesterday. I didn't drink enough water yesterday, okay, yeah? So I'm not having, like, you know, very bad stomach today. Hello, Snake God, how's it meowing? Yes, yeah. Yes, I was just talking about artist things and how I was so caught up with art yesterday, I forgot to go to the toilet. Like, I didn't realize until I finished everything. Then suddenly my stomach just burst into a lot of pain last night, or technically this morning, yeah. And then when I went to the toilet, I was like, ah. And then after that, I was like, the whole of today, my stomach was just torturing me. I couldn't even sleep properly. So that's the reason, yeah. Yeah, I forget I used to borrow the review. I know, right? It happens, okay? It happens, yeah. Artist problems, okay? You never know what the artist feels unless you're an artist. Otherwise, yes, yeah, every nyan. How's it nyanning? Okay, so today, alright, I 99% done with the NDA commission here. There will be one more change which needs to be done, but I cannot do because I am waiting for updates. Yes, yeah. Let me message you. Okay. I'll go back to the club now. Okay. Remember, what's the most important thing in the club? Clubbing. Okay, shit. Am I making any sense? What's the most important thing in the club? Clubbing. Does it make sense? I don't know. I think it does. I hope it does. Okay, yeah. Being said, okay, the only time I actually go clubbing, right, yeah, is when I go to the red pedal. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, tomorrow there's a chance I may not do gaming stream, which I originally wanted to do here, because I may have to work on some commission thingies. Yes, yeah. So I might end up doing art tomorrow night, because a lot of things went over went over blown thought. I don't know. Yes, yeah. Anyways, okay. Holy booba, holy booba, holy booba, holy booba, holy booba, holy booba. Yes, yeah. Alright, so just let you know, I also got another illustration. This one is not commission. This one is not commission. Yeah, this is not commission. But this one is just a sketch I was just doing out of practice. Yes, yeah. I was like just thinking, like this pose just came to mind. I was like, okay, let's just draw it. Yes, yeah. Oh, it's not anything specific. It's just like I just felt like drawing. Yes, yeah. Alright, so this is one, but this is a commission by someone who may not be in chat right now. On yourself, Patchy. Patchy, be summoned. Yeah, this is a commission by from Patchy. So I've already gotten the sketch firm in the sense of Patchy has approved the sketch, so all that's left is to finish the art. Yes, yeah, like for real, finish the art. Does that make sense? I don't know. I think it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Yes, yeah. Okay. Hey, so without further ado, let's get to finishing this up here. Alright, so now that everything is done, the only thing that's so-called lined properly is the facials, because I usually line the facials separate from the main artwork itself here. So the main reason why I line it separately from the main artwork itself here is to actually allow me some confirmation of the face. I always find the face also the trickiest part to work with here, and it's also the only part which I do not use vector lines. Yes, yeah, I like full control over it, so I don't use vectors for the face. Yeah, but for the rest of the artwork, I usually use vector lines. So that's one of the reasons. Yeah. Hey, so today I'm gonna start with the hand over here. Yeah, we're gonna start the hand first. Yeah. It's a bit cold on the outside. Go ask Patchy. Don't ask me. Yeah, that was Patchy's idea. Or Sanity, or if there's any of it. Okay. Right now, locking in my pen thickness and thinness. I think one thing that is very often underestimated here is when you actually do art, people suddenly do ask like, oh, what is the most important aspect of art here? Okay, so yes, I feel like personally I love line weight, but I also hate line weight. Okay, so line weight is basically when you press harder on the tablet, it draws thicker lines, and when you press lighter, it draws you thinner lines here. But the problem of line weight, I feel here, is sometimes line weight itself can get in the way of your art's creation. So what I end up picking up myself, initially I thought I was being weird, okay, yeah? Honestly, I felt I was like being really weird until recently I saw one of the artists I really look up to, Picard, okay, yeah, and she said that she doesn't draw with line weight. Yeah, she basically, if she needs a thicker line, she will actually draw the line 2 times, if that makes sense, yeah. That's how she achieves thicker lines, yeah. For me, I like their very minimal line weight, and then I change the thickness either with vector brush later on here, or I change the thickness with the by doubling up the lines here. In fact, if you've seen a lot of my recent Toku arts, like the Super Sentai art and on here, I actually use the double line method a lot. Like, I'll line the thing multiple times to get a thicker line. Then if I want to have the textured line here, I actually go like stroke on the corners here, counting to get it done here. So personally, in the aspect here, I feel like, I don't know, it was a very weird validation that I get from Picard when Picard actually brought up that, hey, this is how I do my lines. I was like, oh, wait, am I not alone? Yes, yeah. I love-hate relationship. Just like eating healthy, you don't want veggies, but you want nuggies. Okay, fun fact. Did I ever tell you I got into a serious medical trouble when I was in school here? So I think it's similar to what you call technical college. We call it polytechnic in Singapore. Okay, yeah. So while I was in poly, I actually fell very sick at one stage. Yes, yeah. And then the doctor was like, this seems to be a very rare sickness. Okay, yeah. Or what's going on is I had I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, they said I didn't consume enough proteins. Okay, yeah. So the doctor was like, what have you been eating for lunch? Then I was like, I eat brinjal, curry veggie, stir fried veggies, and veggies. Then the doctor's like, did you not eat meat? And I was like, nope. Like the veg, okay, like I do have situations where I actually forget to eat meat because the veggies are just so good. Yeah, so I was actually going for that's also during the crunch time at school, so I barely ate at home for most of it. Yeah. So I ended up in this very weird spot where I didn't actually properly eat meat for over a month. Yes. Yeah. That led to me having protein deficiencies. As close to the carnivore as I can get here. Okay, but don't get me wrong. I love my meat as well. It's just that when the veggies are too good, I chose veggies over meat. But you need to remember, I was not on a vegetarian diet here, because a vegetarian would still have to eat beans and all for their protein. But I didn't eat those stuff. Yes, yeah. So I was basically on a illegal vegetarian diet. Neither was I eating from like a vegan store or what, okay, yeah. The thing is, I was not eating from a vegan store. I was literally eating from a normal store. Just I didn't order the meat dishes. Yes. Yeah. So of course it was not designed to be eaten that way, if you get what I mean. Yeah. It was a accidental vegetarian diet. Yes. I think that's the best to describe it. Accidental vegetarian diet. Yes, yeah. Such things can exist. And I'm meowing proof of it. Yes, yeah. Illegal vegetarian, that's your favorite comment. I mean, technically it is if you think about it that way, yeah. It's in no way I was trying to be a vegetarian. In no way the meat, the stuff I was eating was vegetarian food. You get what I mean? Yeah, like there's no meat, but it's not vegetarian food. It's just there's no meat. Yes, yeah. It's like, you know, going to McDonald's and just ordering the salad every day. Yes, yeah. It's not healthy, okay? It's a healthier choice, yeah, but if you're just purely eating the salad from McDonald's, you're gonna have health troubles, yeah. Because you need more than just your green veggies to stay healthy, yeah. What it is, yes, yeah. Also, I love how the hands came out. The hands came out on this one really nicely. Yes, yeah. Have you ever seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World? No, I actually have not watched Scott Pilgrim before. It was kind of popular, but I didn't watch it. Okay, can I just say I was in this very weird space in the past, okay, Nia? Well, I actually looked down on a lot of Western media. Yes, Nia. I was like, if it's not anime, it's not cool. I was literally the opposite of the cool kids. Yes, yeah. I doesn't speak Japanese. I know, listen to it. Yeah, I had that era, okay, yeah. I had that era. That was a real thing that happened to me, okay, yeah. Of course, every now and then, you know, I was like, there were things that broke through I'm not as stubborn as, you know, oh, everything is crappy. No. There was something that broke through my defenses. Okay, if you call them defenses to begin with, yeah. Yeah, there was something that actually broke through my defenses, yeah, such as Iron Man. I remember broke through my defenses, yeah. Predator broke through my defenses, yeah. Actually, that was also the period where I watched Pulp Fiction. Yes, yeah. Pulp Fiction broke through my defenses. Yes, yeah. It was a weird time, okay? Yes, yeah. To be fair, I've not watched a lot of so-called popular media, yeah. Like, giving you an example, yeah, I've actually never watched the infamous what's the called, yeah? The infamous Dragon Ball Hollywood movie. Yes, yeah, I've not watched that one. I do want to watch it one of these days. Okay. I've also not watched any of the Terminator movies. I've also not watched any of the Indiana Jones movies. Yes, yeah. Hey, so no. I want to watch it for, you know, for science. Yes, yeah. I want to watch the Dragon Ball movie for science. Yeah. But yeah, you see, I've not watched Indiana Jones. I've not watched the Terminator. Yeah. What other popular shows? Okay, it was only in recent years that I watched things like Matrix, Lord of the Rings. Yes, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like very. And you can name some popular franchises I didn't watch, and I'll be like, oh wait, yes, yeah. Fun fact: I only watched Star Wars after technical college. Yes, yeah. And because of a job. Yes, yeah. So a very weird situation where I had a job, okay, performance job, yeah, where I had to actually play I had to perform as a Jedi, okay, yeah, but I didn't know what a Jedi was. To perform as a Jedi at the so at one stage they re-released the Phantom Menace, alright, in 3D. Okay, yeah. So I actually had to like so at one stage, in case you didn't know, I was doing stage performances and all, yeah. So like for pop culture stage performances and all, yeah, okay. That's why Star Wars was involved. So after I was like, wait, I've not watched Star Wars before, but they're asking me to be one of the Jedis on stage. So never mind. I didn't watch the movie at that point, and after the performance, yeah, I was given like the free entry to go and watch the Phantom Menace in 3D, HD, some D, okay, yeah. I don't even know what D it is anymore, yeah. But some special version of the Phantom Menace, yeah. And then that was my first Star Wars film, yes, yeah, that I watched on the big screens. And the only one I watched, no, the only two I watched on the big screens, yes, yeah. And then after that, I was like, holy shit, this movie is good. And that was I think the Phantom Menace was episode 1, right? Well, like, it's technically the prequels first, right now. So that was like episode 1, if I'm not wrong. Then after I went back to watch the rest over the next few days, yeah. Then yeah, that was how I got into Star Wars. Yes, yeah. Hashtag fight sabers for those who know. Subsequently after that, yeah, I had okay. After Star Wars, what else did I watch? Okay, so after that, shortly after that thing, yeah, they released the Rey Skywalker movie. Yes, the first Rey Skywalker movie, where Han Solo died. Yes, yeah. Right, so I also got to watch that one on the opening premiere. Yeah, I literally did spam that, yeah, but I got to watch the Rey movie on, like, you know, I think one day earlier before the actual film was out, yeah, because I got an invite ticket. Yes, yeah. But this time I didn't perform, but my friends were performing. Yes, yeah. Then after that, yes, yeah. I was like, wait, the new Rey movie was actually not bad. Like the Kylo Ren and Rey, the first one, okay, yeah. Then the second movie dropped, but I can't remember what happened, but I was not free. So I didn't watch the second movie, yeah. But then, you know, ratings are kinda mixed. Okay, they're like, my friends after they watch it, like, oh no, this is a terrible Star Wars movie. What happened? Blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. And I was like, I have not watched it. Okay, because I was busy that day. I can't remember why I was busy, but I was busy, so I didn't. I had a free ticket. Okay, once again, I had a free ticket. I didn't go for it. Yeah. So after I didn't watch the third movie as well because I heard it was so bad. But that one I did not receive a free ticket. Yes, yeah, because I didn't even bother to apply or something like that. Yeah. But now for the second one, I was provided free ticket, but I didn't go because I was busy. The third one, I didn't get a free ticket. Yeah, because I think, I don't know. I can't remember what happened here, but I didn't get a free ticket. But I was also kind of glad I didn't get a free ticket because I didn't watch the second movie. Until now, I've not watched the second movie. Yes, yeah. But I really cannot remember why I didn't go watch it. Yes, yeah. But yeah. After that, I've not I did watch one more. Oh yeah, the other Star Wars movie I got to watch on the cinema ahead of time as well. Yeah, is Rogue One. It's still that why I love Rogue One. Rogue One also performed. Yeah, Rogue One did performance. Yeah. I was involved in the performance of Rogue One. But yeah. I think you see that was hard to keep track anymore. Yeah. Is it? For me, it was, yeah, I don't know. I just heard very, very bad news about the Star Wars Rey movies. Yes, yeah. But I cannot confirm that they are bad myself, yeah, because like I say, I only watched the first one. The first one was not bad. Yes, yeah. Like, genuinely, the first one was not bad. I don't know what happened. Everybody was saying the other ones are terrible. I've not watched it. Yes, yeah. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I didn't watch it. Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, and you know another thing that I felt really happy about recently. Okay, yeah, is I think last stream, or was it a stream before I talked about Sasasaki Kiki before, yeah, the one of the artists, VTubers I look up to, who has the ability to like mimic styles really well. Okay, yeah. So recently she released a video, right, where a fan actually asked her, how long does it take you to finish drawings? Okay, yeah. Then Sasasaki Kiki was like saying, oh, for me finish the drawings plus rendering on, yeah, takes her about, on average, 3 to 4 hours. Yes, yeah. So, you know, after hearing her say that, okay, someone of her caliber saying that she takes 3 to 4 hours, I actually feel better about my work. Okay, yeah, because I always felt like I'm drawing really slow. And then after hearing her say that, oh, she takes 3 to 4 hours to get a lot of things done, yeah, I actually feel very validated in a weird way. Like, I was like, so I'm not as slow as I thought I am, yeah. I don't know, do you ever have like, you know, situations where you just get validation just from knowing that you're average? You see, that was one of the weird situations. I just felt so validated hearing that Sasasaki Kiki takes that long to finish artwork. Yes, that's a very weird validation, but I was like, oh, I feel validated now. I know she probably wouldn't hear what is anything I say in here, but hearing how long she takes to draw was like, oh, a relief on myself. Yeah, like I always felt like, you know, I needed to increase my drawing speed, alright, so that I can be more productive and on here. But hearing from someone that I look up to here and saying that, okay, her drawing actually takes 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, I'm like, you know, it kind of feels like, all right, so being slow in my art, it's okay. Yes, yeah. I don't know how to describe it, yeah, but it just felt okay to be slower after I heard what she said. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's like okay. I know how to describe it. Like, it's, you know, it's like a test paper. Okay, yeah, like you take a test and then you go like, oh no, I only scored 49, and then after you realize that the highest mark, the highest scorer was like 55. They like, okay, I'm only 5 marks away from the highest scorer, even though I failed the exam. And you didn't miss me, just miss me yapping. Yes, yeah, about a lot of random things. Yes, yeah, welcome back. But yeah. Double, you see. What do you mean double? Cyclone Joker! Yes, yeah. I was just talking about random topics that just came to my mind. Yeah. But yeah. Watch along club. Okay. So what do you watch? Double, Cyclone, Joker. Tan tan tan. I'm just watching Sonic Prime. Okay, I actually did not know why it's Sonic Prime. I'm so sorry. I'm such a noob at Sonic, but at least I don't lie. Yes. Yeah. One thing I'm definitely not afraid of saying, yeah, is when there's something I do not know, especially when it comes to fandom stuff and all, yeah, I will proudly say that I do not know something, because I find like it's, you know, it's okay to not watch everything. You get what I mean? Yeah, you cannot judge someone for being, you know, a fan of something just because they only watch a limited amount. Yeah, but okay, like, let me give you an example here. I can say I like Marvel shows, but I will always say, but I didn't watch everything. I was at the part I didn't watch everything, yeah, because some people expect, oh, Marvel stans means you've watched every single Marvel film. Yeah, I'll say yeah, I watched quite a few of Marvel. I do like them, yeah, but I wouldn't say that I watched a lot of Marvel. No, it's just that very small point of letting people know that you're not the biggest fan out there, okay? So that they won't be like, oh, you know what? Next time we go out with them, we can buy them Marvel things. Then I'll be in trouble anyways. Besides that, yeah, it's also the same reason why I had sponsorship requests a couple of times from certain brands, yeah, and I turned them down because number one, either I'm not interested, yeah, number two, wasn't my cup of meow. Just because I have the option for it doesn't mean I'll take on it. If that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, most people would vibe. Don't think most people vibe with me. I see. Koji messed up. I forgot to change layers. Yes, yeah, I forgot to change layers again. So I need to do layer splitting again. Cochinia. So what I forgot to do here, I forgot to split the head into a separate layer itself. So yes. I haven't manually removed the outsides again. This one. Saw, but I double IC due to the fact that it's fine, yeah. Don't worry about double posting. I never get upset by double posting, yeah. Okay, I only get upset when people start commenting weirdly and with no reasons. Yes, yeah. Okay, so I can take this bun. No, I'll do the bun later on, yeah. Because I'll replicate it over. Yes, yeah. Just keep a copy of it in BU. Alright. Headline. Okay, I found what I mean by double IC. Yes, yeah. Like season 1 fell amount after that, yeah. Okay, the thing is, it's kinda hard to convince me to watch shows. Especially these days, yeah. It's kinda actually really hard to convince me to watch shows, yeah. Actually, it's because I'm always out of time. You see, I've always been very busy, especially as of late, yeah. So that's that. But yeah. Well, do you say that Sonic is a good show to watch? Okay, but there are some people, I gotta say, there are some people who convince me to watch shows here. Because every single show they've convinced me to watch so far have been like hitters. Like big hitters for me here. Oh, talking about big hitters of shows, lately I watched this show called Who Made Me a Princess. That show is amazing. I watched only one episode so far here, but that show is amazing. The animation in that one is like jaw-droppingly good. Okay, yeah. That was actually recommended by one of my manager's sons here. Yeah. He recommends me a lot of good shit. Well, every show he recommends me is like, holy shit! Let's not go wrong here. There are very few people whom I take their recommendations very seriously. Yeah, it's not so much of like, I don't take your recommendations seriously or what. Yeah, I think it's just more of, some people know what I'm looking for. Like, they won't just, like, my manager watches a lot of shows, okay, yeah? But he doesn't recommend me every show that he watches. You see, he only recommends me, like, very specific shows, yeah? Yeah, but one show that I was recommended to watch recently and I really, really enjoyed, not for recommendation, I wouldn't have watched it, yeah, has been Hotel. Yes, yeah. I watched, okay, so for Husband Hotel, yeah, I actually watched Husband Hotel 1, season 1 first, yeah. Then I watched Helluva Boss 1 and 2, and then we watched I watched Husband Hotel season 2. Yeah, that's the sequence. Yes. Yeah, double. Yeah, after double movie, you want to give your, try to give your guy a character potential. Yeah. As he seems to be a husband father. Yeah. So you want to write your stories. Yes. Yeah. Alright. I don't know what I'll call this layer yet, yeah, but I'm just gonna start working on this layer first. New layer. I'll say you run out of ideas but lack of motivation. You ran out of motivation, yeah. I mean, it's fine, yeah. One thing I feel is, if you do not start something, you tend to lose motivation. It's part of the reason why I also, consistently ask you, are you guys start yet, yeah? Mostly is because the more you have too many ideas, it's actually a situation of idea overload. Yes, yeah. And then you get nothing done. I am very guilty of that as well. Yes, yeah. Like, once you get too many ideas, yeah, it can be very difficult to actually get started on things, yeah. And that's personally a problem I do face myself as well, yeah. So I'm not gonna say like, it's bad that you have this thing or whatsoever. No, because I myself face similar issues. But I can definitely share with you, yeah, that when you have too many ideas, it tends to go overboard. Yes, yeah, and then you can't cope. Like, you reach this weird state of motivation paralysis, yeah, when you have too many ideas and you didn't get started on anything, yeah. How's it mousing? Yes, yeah. I mean, okay, it's also like, I think some of you may have faced this kind of situation before. Yeah. It's similar to choice paralysis. Yes, yeah. I don't know if you heard of it before, yeah. But choice paralysis is something that exists. Okay, yeah. And it usually comes from having too many choices, not knowing which one to pick. Yes, yeah. Is it a common situation? Yes, I gotta say. Like, choice paralysis is a very common thing, yeah. Because choice paralysis can come in a lot of ways. It could be when you're like ordering food, you have too many food options, and you're gonna go like, I don't know what I want to eat today. Choice paralysis. Or if you're playing a game, you have too many upgrade options here, and you go like, all the updates look so good. What should I go for? Choice paralysis. So I feel like when it comes to generating ideas, especially the creative side, when you got too many backlog ideas, you end up with this idea paralysis, similar to something like a choice paralysis. It's actually D&D, right? Yes, yeah. So when you end up in this choice paralysis situation, yeah, you end up not making the right choices sometimes. Yes, yeah. And I think it's a very, in the creative field, that happens a lot. Okay. So yeah, you get it right. You get it right now. Which is why sometimes, I'm like, you see, I do not actually ask you about all the fanfics on here. The main one I ask you is still the Feist one, right? Because that was where you started. I feel like at least you should finish what you started off now. Do you have to create like a season 2? No. The only thing you need to do is like chapter 1 and then you're done. Hey, there are people who focuses on writing pilot chapters. Okay, yeah? So you just write one chapter of you think is good, maybe you go on the second chapter. If you think it's good, you go on the third chapter, yeah, but at least get one chapter out for each continuity. Does that make sense? Something like that. Yeah. I think that is like the most important aspect. Yeah. Just getting something out. Like, you know, the best way to combat art block. Okay, I know this, like, you know, we're jumping topics again, yeah. But my best medicine against art block is to start drawing. Yeah, I know it sounds like, what? It's just draw. Were there days I had art block? Yes, and what did I do? I started drawing. I go like, yes, I do not know what to draw. I'll draw something. And usually on these days, whatever I draw comes out like shit. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Those days when things like that happen, yeah, they come out like shit. Alright, one example of that actually happened very recently. Like recently till I have not even posted it. Recently, yeah. It was actually this one. Wait, where are you? Oh, I'm on the screenshots folder, not in my CSP folder. Okay. This one. This was a recent practice. Right, so I felt that I didn't mind the body, but I felt the face was not so well done. Yeah, but I'm also just gonna leave it as it is because I do not want to be a perfectionist for every sketch I do. Yeah, but chances of this turning into like a full illustration, yeah, I will probably redo the eyes. But if I want to turn in the full illustration later on, yeah. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as like this. So it's okay to have days where you have problems, okay, yeah. It's okay to have days where you just feel low, you have no idea what you want to do, yeah. That sort of thing. It exists. It completely exists, yeah. Alright? And no one can blame for it, yeah. So the best way around it is just to get started. Which is why sometimes I do say, like, you know, be it art or what, yeah. My first be art, writing fanfics, or just doing anything in general, yeah. My number one suggestion people is start first, think later. Yes, yeah. It's the same thing when I say costume making. Like, a lot of people tell me, how am I supposed to make my costumes, yeah? Then my suggestion is start first, think later. Yes, yeah. Of course, it's not as simple when it comes to costume and on, yeah, because you need to cut cloth or something. I say, find the easiest part, okay, yeah? Just cut out the shape. Everything will come together later on. Yes, yeah. That's what I always tell people when it comes to costume making, yeah. Because if you don't start that portion, yeah, you never start. Alright? Just start first, solve your problems as they come. Okay, yeah? Well, it's the same thing in art. Art block, draw first. It will get resolved later, yeah. I know I'm like, you know, not a particularly good motivational speaker or what, yeah, but personally, these are some of the things I live by. Some of the concepts and lifestyle I live by, yeah. And yeah, it has worked for me for the most part, yeah. Hey, but I'm also not gonna, like, you know, attribute it to, oh, Kochi, you're the one who came up with this amazing idea. Actually, no. Okay, yeah, so this actually all stems from when I was doing costume making, yeah. My costume teacher, okay, my costume sensei, yeah. Right, he always told me, like, cut first, think later. Okay, yeah. The reason for that is cutting first and thinking later removes a lot of paralysis that one has. Okay, once you feel the material, once you feel in the zone, okay, yeah, that's where you need to be. Who says if you're not sure, don't work on your current costume. Cut, foam, make a paper aeroplane. Or foam aeroplane, yeah. Cut, and it just get your hand moving. Okay, once you're in the mood, you suddenly go like, oh wait, this is how I should start things, yeah. And so far that style of getting things done has been quite good for me, yeah. When is this not a good thing? When can you apply this kind of concept, yeah? Anything that is hobby based and creative based. I'm putting that very clearly, yeah, because if you're going to say, oh, I need to do that for work, okay? I mean like paperwork, the sort of thing, yeah. Trust me, it's not going to help you. You just need to finish it. Okay, yeah, but usually when it comes to things where you need brain juice and all, then you really feel the difference, yeah. Yeah, you try to think about it. Like, no, it's not about thinking about it. Okay, you don't have to think about it. Just relax. Relax and be happy. I'm not like contradicting myself on so many levels here and here, but honestly, sometimes you just need to relax and be happy. Yes, yeah. Like genuinely speaking. Yes. I'm not speaking from a point of you know, you have to listen to everything I say, yeah. You have to like do everything, yeah, because we all come to stream here and just enjoy ourselves, yeah. In fact, I'm enjoying myself so much from just doing art like this, yeah. 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 Don't worry, I'm not like, you know, forcing you to do it. Or if you find that, okay. So, lately I've joined like this Sentai related project, which I cannot speak of at the moment. Okay, not that I cannot speak of, but I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, yeah. Okay, so I've actually joined the Sentai thingy, alright, fan thingy that y'all will see soon. Again, yeah, I hope. I got to see like how a lot of people get things done, yeah, and it got me thinking like, you know, there's a lot of people who I start to realize that they handle things very differently from me. Yes, yeah. When it comes to like art problems, when it's mostly art because it's an art thing that I'm involved with, yeah. So I see a lot of people, you know, the way they handle art is really different, yeah. The way they look at things are really different, yeah. And I know everybody have their own different ways of doing things, yeah. To me, I think it's really interesting that we are not the same. You get what I mean, yeah? So, as much as, you know, I really respect my costume sensei, yeah, he was really bad at making everyone the same. Okay, yeah? The point that the rate he lost students was very high. Yes, yeah. Yeah, like the rate he lost students was surprisingly crazy high, yeah. Like when I joined him, I was his first batch. Okay, yeah. I was his first batch. Then I brought in along over 20 plus people, yeah. Only 3 left. Only 3 stayed behind, yeah. Because I can tell you, the way he teaches has no structure. Yes, yeah. Which is bad. As a teacher, it's bad. Okay, yeah. But his skill sets are also on a completely different level, yeah. but his teaching ability sucks. I believe his style of teaching is very different, and it leaves you very demotivated if you don't have that motivation to begin with, yeah. Because the way he teaches, yeah, right, is he'll let you make a lot of mistakes. Like, what I mean a lot of mistakes here is a lot of mistakes. The amount of costumes I've thrown away, or halfway costumes I've thrown away, is insanely a lot, yeah. It's ungodly, okay, yeah. But you know, when you want to like learn and then you throw away so much stuff, yeah, and spend so much money, yeah, it's actually very demoralizing. Yes, yeah. And he never keeps morale high. He fails to keep morale high all the time, yeah. But he really knows what he's doing. Yes, yeah. I heard that there are some people in the past that don't like it. Yeah. But the thing is, I work very well with him because his style of doing things is very similar to mine. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me give you a good example of what I mean. Our styles are very similar to begin with, yeah. When we measure costumes, okay. So have you ever done like any tailoring and all? I think that's a very easy one to explain here. Have you ever done any tailoring? Okay, if you've done like any sewing and all, you know that one aspect that happens in sewing a lot is you're always expected to measure. And then you measure everything to the point. Okay, yeah. But when I measure my cloth, aside from the major measurements like, you know, the overall length and all, yeah, alright, all my other measurements are 1 finger long, 2 finger long, 3 finger wide, the sort of things, yeah. Like we use a lot of, surprisingly a lot of guesswork to the point that it's like, what? Is this how you measure? Like, you know, when someone asks me, how thick am I supposed to cut this portion here? I'll go like, oh, 2 fingers thick. And then they'll like stare at me like, huh? Yes, yeah. But anybody who learn with him, yeah, okay, needs to understand that he also does that level of management. So in a sense, on the aspect, we click a lot, yeah. Like, he doesn't teach you, you know, how a normal teacher should teach you, yeah. Most aspects, yeah. But that's also the aspect where I think he really worked for me. Okay, yeah, that it just didn't work for so many other people. If you realize how I'm describing, yeah. Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah. And also bad teacher, yeah. Good teacher makes sense, and bad one can make doesn't make you okay. He doesn't make the lessons boring, but he depends a lot on your self-motivation and self-discovery. Yes, yeah. And you know, if you make a mistake, he will teach you how to fix it. But he will not give you the answer on how to start it. Does that make sense here? So because of that, and also he doesn't does like the way he handle things is he doesn't charge for classes at all. He doesn't actually have a formal class. Okay, he actually does everything on a mentorship basis. Yeah. So there's also the aspect here, like I've never once paid him. Yes, yeah. For everything he's taught me, I've never paid him. No class fees and all. The only time is, you know, we bring him out for food and all. But yeah. So, but then again, as much as I say we bring him out for food, a lot of times he actually prepares food for us. So it's like rare situations. Yeah. Bonus, I know, right? Yeah. So that's why I say at the end of the day, he's a really bad teacher. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to put out there who's a really bad teacher, yeah. But doesn't mean he doesn't have the knowledge. Just more of like, you know, if you're willing to learn and you need someone to guide you along the ways, yeah, he's probably the one who can guide you a lot, yeah. But if you expect a curriculum from him, you get none of that. He has zero curriculum, yeah. So if you don't have the motivation to go and start things yourself, yeah, nothing will work out with him. Which is what happened to most of the students who go there, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is, yeah. Yeah, you got yourself okay, but okay, talking about bad teachers, yeah, I may have mentioned this story a long time ago, yeah. So I had this teacher from technical college that I used to absolutely hate. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna add the word used to, because I always felt like she was really naggy. She didn't know what she was doing half the time. Okay, yeah, like I'm gonna say I'm a terrible student. Okay, yeah. And also partly why the reason why I can work with my costume teacher is because I'm a very terrible student. I do not follow rules. Okay, yeah? If I can break the rules, I'll break them. Not because I want to, like, you know, cause trouble. I'm breaking the rules because I want to know what are the limits to things here. Like, I will ask the weirdest questions, okay? Film project, okay, yeah? Like, for example, a film project, yeah? Which cost me very dearly, okay? So, imagine you got a film project, yeah? And then the question is, okay, you're supposed to do a 5 minutes film. And then my question to the teacher was, okay, what if I'm doing 50% film, 50% animation? You see the problem there? What if I combine film with animation? Yes, yeah, that was my answer question to the teacher, yeah. And they hated me for it. They caused me trouble for it after that, yeah. Though that cost me dearly, but it also led to one of the brightest times of my technical college life. Okay, yeah, but like my question was, alright, if I'm gonna do okay, it's gonna be very ridiculous. Whatever I'm gonna tell you right now, you'll be like, what the hell are the teachers saying, yeah, okay? So I say, because our course, alright, they actually split the animation and the film students after year 1. Okay, yeah? But at that point of time, my strength was in 3D animation. I want to get into 2D animation a bit, okay, yeah? So so during the briefing, okay, like the project briefing, yeah, I asked the lecturers, alright, so we are supposed to, you know, I'm in the film major, okay, yeah. The reason why I went film rather than animation at that point of time, yeah, was because I knew my mentality was I knew a bit of animation. What if I learn film? Can I use the film part to boost my animation part? That's my mindset. Okay, yeah. So I want to let you know, like, the kind of crazy mindset this cat has. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I told I asked my lecturer, okay, so I want to do half animation, half film. Okay, yeah, and then I submitted my project. Okay, so upon submitting my project, yeah, basically the first part was animation, the second part of it was rotoscope anime. First part was film, the second part was rotoscope animation. Okay, yeah, and then I failed. And with what the school did, there was no way I could have passed the subject, yeah. Right, so what the school did to me was, after when I failed, I went to question, why did I fail? Because I need to know why I failed, right, yeah, so I can improve. I failed that module, yeah. So the teacher after say, oh, the course manager changed your marking criteria after submission. okay, the course manager changed your marking criteria after submission. You did not hear that wrong, yeah. It's as ridiculous as it sounded, yeah. Okay, so the reason why she changed, so how they changed it, yeah, was they changed my marking criteria to be 50% animation and 50% film. I was not warned about this at the start, yeah. They knew from the start I was going to do this, but they changed it to 50% animation, 50% film, yeah. But I got 0 marks on the animation side. How am I supposed to pass? Am I making sense here? How am I supposed to pass? Right, you need 50 marks to score, right? But you've got 50 marks half already. Okay, and the reason why I got 0 for the animation side here was the animation frame rate was 24 frames per second. So I failed on the technical part here, but the film side was supposed to be 30 frames a second. So if you understand this whole film frames per second thing here, that was why I failed the animation side. Well, 0 marks because I didn't have 24 frames per second. So the course manager was just trying to get back at me. Yes, ma'am. Alright, and then there was a big hoo-ha about I made a big hoo-ha about it, yeah, but the investigation fell through and said nothing was wrong. According to the ministry, nothing was wrong. Okay, yeah. Whatever. If social media was a thing back then, or if I was like, you know, more involved in social media stuff, yeah, I would have turned the whole world upside down. And hi, Elemental Boy, just yapping about some of my school life stuff, yeah. But yeah, so the reason why that happened to me, yeah, was because I absolutely was a troublemaker in school for. Okay, like, you know, normally when you talk about troublemakers, okay, yeah, in school, you know, you think about, oh, people who smoke in school, people who beat people up, yeah, bullies and all, yeah. No, I was not the kind of troublemaker, yeah. I would challenge the school system on my work, right? I would do things where the lecturers will be like, what the heck? Okay, yeah? Which also includes, alright, doing a lot of costume stuff. So I was the only one in the whole school who consistently built sets, yeah? Like I booked the studio that no one uses and built sets, yeah? I was the only one who built props, costumes and all. Okay, yeah? It's even at one point, you know, that was a very weird situation, okay, yeah? Where they were like filming the whole thing, yeah? And then, you know, okay, so there was this portion where we need a digital clock. Okay, yeah? Like a very big digital clock. Okay? Then, you know, my teammates and all were like, we want to buy, we should go and buy a clock. We should go and buy a clock. Okay, and then we were like looking, like the clock has to be like A4 size. You know how big A4 size is right now? Right, so the clock has to be have a face of about A4 size here. Like saying, why do you want to buy an A4 size clock? It's too expensive here. So using cardboard, I made a shell for the laptop that we had and turned the laptop into a clock. Alright, and then the lecturer's like, oh, you actually bought the clock in the end. I was like, no, that's just a laptop. And the lecturer got furious at me. They're like, you were supposed to use actual props. I was like, you watch our whole project, yeah? And you can't even tell me that that clock sitting on the table was a laptop. What is the problem? Right, yeah? You see where my anger comes from, yeah? I'm like, you're questioning us why we didn't buy the clock when you can't even tell that the clock in the film was not a clock. Do you see the point? Do you see the problem? And this argument happened in front of the whole class here. So do you see why teachers and lecturers hate the hell out of me. Yeah. Yeah. So those are some of the things that, you know, made the lecturers absolutely hate me, yeah, because I caused a lot of trouble. I get into arguments I should never have gotten into, yeah. But also I was very angry because the lecturer destroyed my script for that project as well, yeah. I had some falling out with my group mates from that project as well, yeah, because they refused to listen to my script. Things kind of went off, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the clock was one issue already, yeah. So the script for the project was actually revolving around the song called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Again, yeah. Alright, and then what happened with this Row, Row, Row Your Boat thing, yeah, was a lecturer, our internal lecturer, okay, told me that, why do you include a song? It's so stupid. It's a stupid song, yeah. I was like, telling the lecturer, it's not about the song being stupid or the song being clever or what, yeah, okay? It's the theming of the whole film, alright? And then he was like, no, you know, you should remove this part. This part is redundant, blah, 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 whatever, yeah. Okay? There are one of the classmates who was also like, yeah, the lecturer said this, you should listen to the lecturer. Okay? Then for this project, yeah, they actually got external lecturers to come in, or like external industry people to come in and watch the film, yeah. And then after they watched our film, okay, the question was, why does the theming of the whole show seem so off? Like everything looks so random, yeah. Then I had to like explain. We actually had pre-production work that we have prepared that included the song Row, Row Your Boat, yeah. However, a dear lecturer standing at the corner of there told us to remove it completely. I literally embarrassed our lecturer in front of industry experts. Yes, yeah. Yeah. So end of the day, what happened was my lecturers. Do you see why they sabotaged me in my grades, yeah? Because my lecturers absolutely hated me. I'm the sort of like, you know, I'm absolutely that sort of worst student kind of thing, yeah. Like, I don't think I'm a bad student in any sense, yeah. But if you are a lecturer who loves to see like your students grow and experiment, yeah, you probably love me. Which I have some lecturers who love me, yeah. And then there's the other side, you know, the other side who like feel like they're almighty just because they're lecturing, yeah. Those will hate me to the core. Yes, yeah. So I hope that sort of explains why I got into trouble with my lecturer for the other project, yeah. They're just finding always to sabotage me, yeah. Yeah. But after I got back again, okay, yeah, I got back then multiple times, okay, yeah. Which I said that one I do not know if you call it a mistake or what, yeah, but that situation led me to one of my brightest moments in school. Yes, yeah. Have I ever had to pick up medication for your doctor's appointment tomorrow? No. Okay, got it, yeah. Yeah, fine. Been doing a few things lately. I'm working on the course map art. Yes, yeah, good. Taking more photos. Ooh, nice. And trying out a new DLC. I see, yeah. But yeah. So anyways, yes, my life in school was chaos. Yes, yeah. But that also meant that, you know, when I was a kitten, I was
completely terrible worker as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a terrible worker in terms of, like, you know, anything to do with corporate stuff and all. Yeah, I'm actually a very terrible worker. Yes, yeah. Alright, so and the reason why I'm terrible is even until today, okay, yeah, if I had to deal with any of the corporate things, yeah, I will also question a lot of things. Like recently I had a this one you'll know really soon, yeah. I had this an upcoming sponsorship, yeah. I can't say which one yet. Okay. So this upcoming sponsorship, yeah, they were like asking me to do certain style of videos, yeah. I also start to question them, like, so your target is to do A, B, C, right? Then why would you want me to do this sort of videos? Yeah, I literally get the kind of question to a sponsored discussion, yeah. I literally brought up, why do you want to do this, yeah? Then like, oh, because we intend to do this. They're like, even if you intend to, it's not gonna work. I was like really blunt with them, yeah. And then I did get the sponsorship, so y'all will be seeing the sponsored stuff soon. Okay, I literally, like, you know, told them like, this is not gonna work. Okay. If you get this thing done yet, this is not gonna work. I'm glad they listened and didn't, like, you know, throw me away, yeah. Yeah. But that's the kind of stuff I do it, yeah. But when you saw champion decks and lists, and you saw a trial deck being used, yeah. Oh yes, there was trial decks being used, yeah. Through OTB from the Singapore one, yeah. And okay. Talking about the Ultraman Championships, yeah, my first match was actually a free win. Yes, yeah. The reason why I said it was a free win, yeah, is the first person I played with, he was like, hi. And I was like, hi. Then it's like, I don't know how to play the game. I was like, okay, I'll use my first round as a tutorial lesson for you, yeah. I won, obviously. After I actually played with him multiple rounds to teach him the rules, yeah. Like, he literally his first game was literally with me. Yes, yeah. So I literally just taught him on the spot, yeah, like, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you play the game, yeah. I was actually glad that I fought sound like that as well, yeah, because it just shows the community is growing, and it's nice to see the community grow. Though yeah, I was literally it was so over. It's just so weird to, like, you know, I'm gonna win this turn. Yes, yeah. The opponent will season players. Oh no, Trial TB. Yes, yeah. But it's fine, yeah. To be honest, I think the most important thing is you enjoy yourself, yeah. Like, I did enjoy myself at the whole championship thing. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Wait. Oh no. This should be separate. What's going to be upper cloth? Yes, this has to be separate. Oh, almost messed up. Okay. Yeah, making petty colors for the petty wagger is wonderful. I see. Yeah. Sure, TB, what deck do you use for the championship, the one, yeah? Yeah. I mean, for me, I was running Tiga Nexus. Deco. As much as I didn't win, okay, yeah, it was actually more fun than the first championship in my opinion, yeah. The first Rise Cup. Number one is I'm actually using decks that I'm happy with. Yes, yeah. During the Rise Cup, I was running Tiga Mebius, yeah? Yes, that's Tiga, but it was not the style of deck I have chosen to go with, yeah, if I had a choice, yeah. Like, I never liked the playstyle of Tiga Mebius. That's just me, I guess, yeah. But later on, I did find joy in playing Mebius, but with, like, you know, Mebius Zeton, Mebius, basic unconventional decks, yeah. This time I felt that my decks were not necessarily, like, you know, the most unconventional decks, yeah. But it was a playstyle that I like, enjoyed. So now I'm also shifting back to unconventional decks, yeah, where I'm building a Omega 5 King deck. Yes, yeah. Unconventional exists. Hello, Dragon Tea. How's it going, yeah? Omega 5 King? Yes. Okay, yeah. And new race card's beginning bottom is awesome. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so hear me out. Omega loves to send Meteor Kaijus to discard right now. But what if, okay, Omega, you do not run the Quad R, neither do you run the new Trigaron Armor, yeah? Instead, for Omega, you focus on running the base Triple R, okay, and the one that returns a Meteor Kaiju to the top of your deck, yeah. And then for the most part, you try, like, you know, keep Omega 1, 2, 3 on the field, okay, and then as you discard the Kaijus, instead of leveling up your Kaijus, yeah, you focus on sending Kaijus to the discard area and getting your 5 King set up, yeah. It has actually it has a stronger discard potential compared to Belial. Of course, it's not very ideal. I'm going to straight out tell you, it's a very gimmicky and not, like, you know, meta deck on Onion, but I love playing this sort of decks, yeah. As someone who used to play Mebius Zeton, this is a good workaround. Yes. And also, like, you know, I used to run the Belial arc. Again, yeah, because I want to use arc for Belial's scene support. It's I run all this sort of like weird decks and I enjoy it. The key thing is I enjoy running weird decks. Yeah. That's something I think not everybody will enjoy running. Yeah. The weirder and the more unusual deck, yeah, the more happy I am. Yeah. It's like I use Omega 1, 2, send discard, late game 2, 3, yeah, the more cards send to discard. Yeah. Yes, but 5K becomes 17K if you got 5 different Kaijus in the deck. That's a discard area. Yeah. So if you're counting Meteor Kaijus, you already got 4 types of Kaijus. Okay, yeah, then you just add, you know, a couple of random things like gold bar and on. Yeah. You better hit 5 Kaijus inside the discard quite easily. Yes, yeah. So yeah, I was never. But the thing is, if you're unlucky and you send all your 5 King to discard area, yeah, you are in a lot of trouble. Yes, yeah. Putting it simply, if you send too many things to discard area and your 5 King goes there, you're in trouble. Yeah. Should you try to play Mebius Hikari? Yeah, first and last time use it during his file one. Yeah, just try Mebius Hikari. I found a bit of success with Mebius Trigger. Yes, yeah. And then I saw someone with some success with it, using Mebius Z. Yes, yeah. So those are things you can consider as well, yeah. Mebius Hikari, Mebius Z, Mebius Trigger. To be fair, I don't think it can be as meta in this current format, yeah. Mostly because the card that really kills its meta powers, yeah, is actually the level 2. Yes, yeah. Trying to get a new outfit soon. Yes! But yes, Trail, the one that kills the meta, in my opinion, yeah, is actually the level 2. Yes, yeah. Because you lose all search power. Yes, yeah. Long story short, you lost all search power, yeah. Like, if they just had, like, you know, a scene searcher, or, you know, send 2 cards at bottom, draw 2, I will solve the problem already, yeah. Like, I mean, a scene searcher may not be the best thing, but because Mebius needs love scenes, yeah, it will work. Alright, the problem with Tiga before BPO5, yeah, is Tiga had no good level 2s. Yes, Tiga got a scene searcher, yeah, but the scene searcher was not enough. Does that make sense here? Like, you just need one more scene, you just need one more level 2 that's not a vanilla, or not like, you know, oh, if the opponent is what type, you get BP up, yeah. So long you have one more level 2 card that's not of that what card? Not of that sort of things, yeah, then you got no problem. That was the biggest issue that Tiga had, and they literally transplanted the whole problem, made it worse in Mebius after the ban, yeah, because Mebius level 2 was the problem. Like, it's a very powerful card, but it's a very huge problem when you don't have the access to it, yeah. Turkey Noodle for Noodle Record. Ooh, interesting, yeah. Yeah. So ultimately, search power, I think, is still very important, yeah. Yeah. But also now my bigger problem is I don't have time to go for events again. I should be giving more time after AFA. Yes, yeah. But from now till AFA, I've got so much to handle. I feel like, ugh. Yes, yeah. Alright, once again, next, feel like the new Ultra, next BP is going to power of Nexus. Yeah. Wait, have they announced the next BP already? Yeah? Booster part. But one thing I gotta say here is, next week I'm not gonna be streaming that often. Yes, yeah. Oh, but it got leaked. We'll see, yeah. I mean, Nexus support is always gonna be good, yeah. But my number one priority is still always going to have a Tiga deck. Yes, yeah. That's my number one priority, and that's not gonna change. Even the whole reason why I brought Tiga Nexus to the championships here is because Tiga. Yes, yeah. Tiga, that's all. No other explanation. Like, for me, I still want to play Ultras I like, yeah, which is why this time, if you all don't know, I do like Tiga, I like Dynania, so being able to run, like, you know, one Tiga main deck, one Dyna main deck, was literally my dream pair of decks that I could bring to the event. Yeah. Like actually before the event, people telling me to drop the Tiga deck and switch it to Omega, or drop the Deco deck, Dyna Deco deck and switch it to Omega. But I was like, no, I do not want to use Omega because I want to focus on the 2 Ultras I like. As much as I like Omega, don't get me wrong, yeah, but I've always wanted to bring like Tiga Dyna. So on that aspect, I feel happy at the end of it. Yeah. Hey guys, soon trust. No. Tiga trigger is not gonna work because their abilities conflict with one another. Also, as much as I love Tiga, I'm not the biggest fan of Trigger. Fun fact. Okay, I like Deco. The thing is, I like Deco, yeah. But I've never been a huge fan of Trigger because I felt Trigger show was kind of underwhelming. Yes, yeah. Only Dyna Deca! And hello, Ice Realski. How's it icing? Yes, yeah. Okay. Does it for the code right now? Right, how we do the waste? Yes, yeah. Right, today's plan is I want to finish at least the whole lineup. Yeah. The sketch for this one took pretty long, to be honest, because I was figuring out a couple of oddities in the design. But after that, once I figured out the oddities, it was fine. Yes, but it was just during the figuring out stage that took me a bit longer than I've like, But overall, it's fine. Yes, Also, I had to change the face once, because but she was like, can we not have the face so fierce? I was like, okay. Yes, Yeah, but aside from that, you must say, I'll try Shuash puzzle. It was very addicting, And yes, why? You got question again? Of course you get question done, Everybody skip Trigger because Trigger is really bad. Like, I found more success with Trigger with Mebius, but Trigger is generally quite bad. Yes, Like, they did Trigger dirty in the card game on so many levels. And when you get annoyed after you quit fighting the level 90. Annoying, you quit after fighting level 90 because I've actually not started the game. Yes, But one game I have sort of started to get annoyed by on my end is actually Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon Pocket. Okay, so let me explain. Okay, I've already found it very annoying needing to, complete cards from 2 boosters here. Right, because the problem I found of having 2 boosters here is you split all the playable cards into 2 boosters, unless you're, sinking in money here. Right, it's almost impossible to get a good mix of cards from both sides, from all sides here. Right, secondly, I got very tired of doing rank because in rank, number 1 is if you do not get like the meta cards for the set you're pretty much doomed. Yes, you're just gonna suffer in rank or suffer in all the events And right now, there's too many cards split everywhere and it gets very annoying to really keep up with the game itself. I'm still logging in just for the opening booster packs. Yeah, I'm still trying to build a couple of decks like the Rampados. These are older decks here. I'm trying to build the Rampados. Rampados Sivali deck here. I'm just trying to build that one here because I like the style it plays. Also, there's no EX in that setup here. So I'm trying to get a deck to just clear the missions, like, you know, the non-EX missions. So I'm trying to get the Rampados one here. But I don't have enough Rampados. Or enough of the stage 1 of it. Yeah. I think stage 1. Do I have enough of stage 1? I can't remember. But I don't have enough Rampados. Yeah. Like, to me, it doesn't. It's a digital card game, okay, yeah? I feel at the very least they can go like, you know, every 10 pulls you guarantee 1 EX. At the very least, yeah. I think they should have done something like that. I'll be so much less annoyed, yeah. Like, you know, when they had the recent celebration booster pack where they actually gave you like 1 EX with every pull of every booster pack, yeah, I was so happy. Yes, they're all older EXs, yeah. Some people complain, but you know who are the ones complaining? The whales, yeah. But people who just want to collect the EXs and on, that was like our only chance to really have a chance to get the EXs. Yes, yeah. I always feel like, you know, if you want to put like all the illustration rares and Pokemon rarer in TCG Pocket, I have no issues. Make them as rare as you want. But playable cards should remain playable. Yes, yeah. That was the one thing I felt that, you know, playable cards should be easily available. Similar with Ultraman, yeah, like, you know, Ultraman, I feel it was better after they have changed the hit rates, yeah, from BPO1 or BPO3 onwards, yeah. Like, even to be fair, the hit rates for BPO5 is okay. Like, I was expecting the quad rare to become a problem with the hit rates, yeah, but no, it actually didn't become a problem. In fact, I kind of like the quad rare hit rates, yeah. It's not the best, of course, but at least it's reasonable hit rates in my opinion. Yeah. People can still get them without, like, you know, sinking in too much, like what happened in the older BPs. Yeah. Yeah. Deco quad is a pro. I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm trying to get Rampados Sivali deck, yeah, but I don't have enough Rampados. Yes, yeah. I'll try next time and bring Nexus. I'll go Nexus. Yeah, you can do that, yeah. And sponsor man, can you ask a Singapore question? You can. Deca quad is the problem. I have enough Deca quads, but I don't use enough Deca quads, yeah, because they aren't that good. As much as I want to make Deca deck with trigger, yeah, as a support, they aren't that good. True, yeah. Save yourselves. And yeah, sponsor man, feel free. Feel free to do it, yeah. Not be a still enjoy the puzzle game. Also, I think when it comes to games, yeah, it depends on how you enjoy the game. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Like, if you enjoy it, there's nothing stopping you. But from the new for Pokemon, okay, yeah, the TCG Pocket, I have built the one of the 2 decks that I want to build in this current booster pack already. Yeah. Yeah, I built one of the 2 decks that I want to build in this booster pack. Yeah. Though I would say they're not necessarily the strongest. And the first one I want to build that I got completed already, yeah, is the Altaria EX. Yes, yeah. Why do I want to build Altaria EX? Also, actually, my Altaria EX is not built perfectly yet. It's my own mix, not the so-called tournament winning mix, yeah. But why do I want to build Altaria Mega Altaria EX, yeah? Because Altaria is cute. Only explanation, Altaria is cute. Okay, the end. Yes, yeah. But my Altaria deck is definitely not optimized to run yet, yeah. Because I'm still missing a lot of cards actually. But at least I got 2 Altaria EX. Yes, yeah. The other one that I'm still trying to. Okay, that one I just got it. Like I got the cards I needed just like before I started stream actually. Yes, yeah. As Jotion EX. Yes, yeah. But the problem with the Jotion EX deck I want to build yeah, is I'm short of the CDI from the older booster pack. So the deck list I wanted to try to build yeah, it's not possible at the moment. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm just taking the game easily. I've already given up on doing all their whatever events they have. I've already pretty much given up on it. Yeah. Hello, Dan, Daryl. How's it mean? Yeah, you quit Pokemon TCG after you accidentally delete without it. No. Okay, that's like the worst case. Yeah. Those Rampados because you sent me. Yeah, Rampados and the 3DI EX are the two I'm looking for deck building. Yes, yeah. I don't think I'm sure of anything else for deck building stuff. Yeah. But that building, I think I'm sure of those two at the moment. If I recall correctly. Collection wise, the other cards I want. But that's collection, yeah. But the thing is, I always wish that, you know, Pokemon TCG Pocket would be more playable in terms of like, you know, for those who want to collect, you can go will. For those who want to play, should not be punished and almost like, you know, fully dependent on luck, yeah. On even getting the cards you want. Yes. Keyword is, you know, getting the cards you want are already a pain, yeah. From the EXs and all, yeah. True, right now. I just got artwork recently because you gifted a sub to your streamer subathon. Nice. You want to share with streamer though? Yes, I don't mind. I don't mind you talking about other streamers when, like, you know, I bring it up to you like that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, either tomorrow or Saturday, I'm going to be announcing stuff on my Toku channel. Right, so if y'all want to get some free, oh wait, I'm just going to say it now, okay, yeah? If you want to get some free Toku art, I'll be giving out free art commission slots, yeah, on my Toku channel over the next few weeks. I mean, over the next 2 days, so please check them out. I'm just ironing out this bit more details, yeah. Actually, to be honest, a bit more details I'm trying to iron out is I want to finish all Toku artwork so I can add into the poster, that's all. I'm not even like going to like tell you, oh, we are planning everything. No, I just want to finish one more artwork to add it to the poster or the promo image. That's all. Yeah. Oh yeah, so DM me artwork. Okay, you can say about you can DM me. Yeah, you can. You want say here, but you can DM me. Ah, okay, yeah. Oh no, it's so cute! It is so damn cute! The orange liquid state cat! Is that a Koji? Yes. Yeah, the art is so cute. Oh my god. Yes, yeah. I feel lately I've not been drawing enough cute art. I'm not saying it like, you know, in a bad way or what, yeah, but lately I've been drawing a lot of Toku art or Smexy art. Yes, yeah, I've not been drawing enough cute art. That's my problem, not your problem, okay, yeah. That's a cat problem, not your problem. But yeah. Hey, the commissions I received have been not cute art. Yes, yeah. Okay, maybe there is the YCH doll, but I think that's the cutest I've gone in a while. Yeah. Cat was one. I can check and stream. Okay. The reason why I can't show on stream is this is my Samsung tablet. Yes, yeah. This is my Samsung tablet. I am Discord calling into my PC to look at it. Yeah, so it was actually the wrong stream. It's wrong screen. Yeah. I do not know if I can show you all here. Oh, it's in a screen share screen, yeah. Yeah, but working on a Samsung tablet at the moment, yeah. By the way, if any... Okay, that's just an open call for help. It doesn't matter if you know or you don't know, yeah. It doesn't... It's not like, you know, I will die without it. I'll check if anyone is familiar with transferring your settings from... let me just double check something. Okay. If anybody is familiar with transferring your settings from Clips Your Paint Android to PC, do let me know. Things like the brushes. Is there like any auto transfer options here? Because currently they're like saying, oh, you need to, like, you know, download it to your account and then you have to manually download it from there's a lot of manual things here. I was like, why is it not automatic here? Cannot just copy one whole folder from my Android and bring it over? But apparently no, it doesn't work that way here. So if anybody have solution, that I am open to getting solutions here. But yeah. And hello Lara, how's it meowing? It's young. But yeah, at the moment it's kind of just that, yeah. Oh yes, by the way, let me also add, I am probably gonna be streaming on Saturday or Sunday. I need to double check the times again, yeah. But I should be streaming on Saturday or Sunday with the intention to raid out to one of my clients. Yes, yeah. Just letting you know. Hey, so there's a chance I may do a stream. Yes, yeah. Don't be freaked out. Like, what? Koji streaming yet? Yeah, because under the stream, then we raid the clan after that. Yeah. It is my NDA clan. For all those who are like wondering, hey, Koji, what clan? My NDA clan. So, I'll let you know which clan it is once they have, like, you know, finalized everything. Yeah, but it's a pretty big client. Yes, yeah. In fact, I probably have to do some artwork to, like, you know, say thank you for the job or something, maybe. Yes, yeah. If anything, yeah, I gotta say this was my biggest project to date. I don't say that lightly, yeah. Like, this project I worked on was the biggest project I've worked on to date, yeah. Yes, yeah. I'm very glad to have the opportunity to work on it, yeah. Yeah. The clients have been nothing but absolute sweeties, so no complaints there. There were some issues, okay, production wise there were some issues here, but client wise is amazing, okay, yeah. Hey, if anything went wrong, you know, during the production, it was not their fault, yeah. Yeah, that's all I can say. but they're absolute a bliss to work with. Yes, yeah. But yeah, anyways, almost done the line art, which is good actually. Yes, yeah. I was actually planning to just do the line art, then probably do the flat colors off stream or something like that. Yeah. But we'll see. Yes, yeah. Okay. We should be good here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like one thing I do a lot that I think some artists don't do as much is I do a lot of layering on my art. Yes, yeah, like I love to keep a lot of my line art and all on separate layers. Yeah. So honestly, I feel this is both a good thing and a bad thing myself. Yeah. But I do feel that my habit of how I'm preparing my layers and all actually comes from my rigging background. Yeah. Because I do live 2D rigs and all, I guess doing this feels so correct in my opinion. Yeah. It just weirdly feels like I should just do it this way. Yeah. Which I think some artists don't have that, like, it's nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, it's nothing wrong. What I say is some artists just do not have that immediate instinct to like have, I want to have 10,000 layers. Yeah. Okay. For me, I feel like this 10,000 layer thing happened mostly because I'm a rigger and I'm like, the more layers the better. Like my mindset runs in a very weird way of, the more layers the better. Yes, yeah. Not always the case, but to me, I'm like, because more layers means you need to split more things, you need to do more layer management on here, which is not always an easy thing. Like, I start to understand why some artists don't like to split certain layers here, but for me, I still split them as much as I can. That's a work habit from my rigging. Yes, yeah. It's also the same reason why, some people, because I did get questions before, like, Kochi, why are sketches always so colorful? Yeah. Have you noticed? I'm probably one of those few artists who uses like a whole load of colors for my sketch here. Okay, like I got orange, I got blue, I got everything here. So, the reason why I have such wide range of colors for my sketch is actually because I use the colors to guide me visually. Yes, yeah. But if you ask me, do you have like a standard color for what color you use for which sketch portion? Yeah, my answer is no. The only reason why I use different colors is to differentiate the different parts for me visually, so that when I actually start to like line them in or sketch down the details here, I know where things go with minimal effort here. But at the same time, I also do know that this method of color separation in the sketch layer may be problems for some people. Like I say, it looks so messy. Yeah, it looks messy, but not to me. Yes, yeah. So I also like everybody have different styles of arting, and this is like one of the couple quirks that I work with here. But it's also a quirk that came from animation. Yes, yeah. Once again, so if you do know, like, if you've seen those, like, you know, animation storyboards and all, or keyframe art, okay, yeah, they are usually also in like multicolor for a similar reason as well, yeah. So yeah, I kind of like picked up on that, yeah. Yeah. Wait, I don't recall drawing the boots on the other side. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so I'll draw everything but the boots for now. Then let's save. Okay, this is coming out nicer than I thought. Like, genuinely, this is coming out nicer than I thought, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to add the tail. I'll add the tail later, yeah. You know what? Before I forget, let's add the tail and the ears right now first. Yes. That's good so far. Arigato niya. Okay. So the human ears are here. The to be here. Yes, yeah. No, okay. So the ears are gonna be here. It's gonna come out from here. Actually, this is fine, to be honest. Yeah. Just let me move it a little bit. Let me move it up instead of like cutting it short. Yes, yeah. Okay. I think the other side should go lower. Looks like. Okay, done. Very nice art, arigato niya. I actually have some the thing is, I'm really quite glad that my client actually let me change up some of the requests they made, yeah. So they actually requested me to draw something slightly different setup for this, yeah, but then I was like, I want to try a different style. And then they saw the sketch and like, okay, different style is good. So yeah. So I'm kind of glad I get to try this different style that I want to try, yeah. Which I did try once, okay, yeah, on different art. But I think back then my art was also still kind of lacking, yeah. This time I'm doing it, I feel like I gotten a lot more. It was after I had that mental click that happened to me when I was doing the one of the other artworks, yeah. An elite squid one. Do I want to hear a joke? What joke do you have? Yeah. Yes, yeah. Okay. Yep. I come at the end. The lineup is done. Oh, why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Hoof? Who asked you that question? Okay, actually, I have no idea, yeah. Yeah. I guess they lactose. Ah! Ah! Nyani! Nyani! Why? Yes, yeah. But that was an okay joke, yeah. That's actually not too bad a joke, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind jokes like that, yeah. Like, I do say a lot of random things myself, yeah, so that's fine, right? Okay. Yes, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, let me find the boots over here. Let me look at the reference here. Yeah, okay. I'm not wrong on the design here. Can you see the back of the feet though? Oh, so I was wrong on the design. Okay, yeah. So I don't need that. I only need this. Okay. Lucky I did a double check. Okay. Yeah. Alright, boots, much. Okay, let's start doing the details. Yes, yeah. Almost messed up on the design here. Sometimes it's just good to do a quick double check when you're not sure, yeah. Especially when you're doing it for the, like, drawing a character for the first time, yeah. Sometimes it's also always good to just go back in, double check and on, yeah. But yeah. Like this time, I think what definitely saved me is the double check has saved me. Instead of, like, you know, messing up the double check, I did do the double check first, then I locked in, yeah. If not, oh no, I'll be coming back to change the details later on. And that would have been hell. Yes, yeah. Checking is always a good thing. I know, right, yeah? So glad I did that, no, yeah. Well, that's also the same reason why I don't trust my sketches sometimes. You know, I do like to have sketches, but doesn't mean my sketches are always correct, yeah, because they are sketches after all. Yeah. That's a reason why they're called sketches. Yes, yeah. Okay. Alright. So 2 buckles are done. Okay, yeah. So I just put boot buckles. Okay. Right, so this is gonna make things a bit easier. Time to get the boots in. Shing, shing. Okay. And then I need to get this part in. Okay. Alright, so this part is probably gonna end around here, yeah. And this part of boots are gonna come in here. Okay, this is gonna come here. This part is gonna curve in like this. Yes, yeah. Right, and then you can add another curve here. This side, so it completes the shape. Nice. Hello, give mine. Why, hello, nice drawing. Thank you so much, Nia. Yes, so currently I'm working on a commission today, Nia. An art commission for Petroli Does It. Yes, Nia. So yeah. Yeah, give money. Mina, right? Give Mina. Yes, Nia. Do you do art yourself, Nia? Or what sort of art content or what sort of content do you like to watch, Nia? And also, where are you from? I'm from the sunny island, Singapore. Yay! Where we don't have summer. We only have summer all year round. Okay, we need like 1 year of 1 month of winter. Actually, 1 year of winter doesn't sound bad. And Singapore, Nia. Yes, we need Singapore to snow. Let there be snow. Let there be snow. No! Donate 1 month of snow to Singapore, Nia Dragon Hatchie. It's your duty to donate snow to Singapore. 1 month of winter, okay? You can take 1 month of our heat. Of a gold exchange, okay, Nia? Trust! Yes, Nia. Okay. Enough he doing so now, Donate 1 month of winter to Singapore. I want to see the Merlion covered in snow. Yes, yeah. I think I have 2 horrible skins and you want to get into on the fusion, yeah, but yeah. I think of some of the pros and cons because mainly because you're free and you can enjoy things without worrying. Yeah. I see, yeah. Snow next week in your side. No! Stop the snow! Bring it to Singapore! Yes, yeah. Talking about random things again, yeah. I heard recently Hoyoverse came out with a new game. Apparently it's supposed to be something like Animal Crossing. Was I wrong? Did anybody see that game yet, or did I hear it wrongly? I think I heard something like, Hoyoverse is coming out a new Animal Crossing style game. Yes, yeah. I don't know if you guys know. Oh, not much rain at all. No. I don't know about entire. You think so? Yes. You mean something you got done to the game, yeah, but yes, you want to like getting 5 star happen when you're ready, yeah. Yes, yeah. Hey, the thing with Hoyoverse games per se, yeah, that I have a very big issue with, yeah, is you are not rewarded from coming back. Okay, yeah. You feel you lose out way too much after you gone off for too long. Does that make sense here? Like, for example, yes, I see a character I want to play. I come back. Alright? I pull the character on the banner. Because I said a lot of people disappear from the game after a long time. Yeah, then when you see a character they're interested, they come back in. Yeah. So I see a character I'm interested in Genshin. I come back. Alright, and then the only way for me to use that character is to play an ungodly amount of MSQ. Yes, yeah. Which I don't have the time to. Right, because for me to play the character properly, I need to get all the ascension items and all, yeah. But that's from a boss that I've not unlocked. So I'm not having... If I really want to play that character, yeah, I literally have to play an ungodly crazy amount of content here. Yeah. Which I'm not willing to. Yes, yeah. So to me, it's, you can... Like, I love games where you can, leave and then when you are ready, you just come back, yeah? But for Genshin, it feels like, you are going to be put through 24 hours plus or maybe 48 hours of cutscenes and all just to be able to play your waifu or husband, don't you? I think that's ridiculous. Yes, yeah. Even Genshin has announced the new Genshin did announce that new Roblox update. Yes, yeah. I was also kind of like keen on trying that thing out, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel it's a very bitter feeling going back to Genshin. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's a very weird bitter feeling. Like, I'm not excited to go back to Genshin. I'm excited for new content, yeah, but I'm not excited to go back to Genshin, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense, yeah. Like, Genshin left a very bad taste in my mouth. Weirdly. But the one disadvantage Genshin has over me, okay, yeah, is unlike Pokemon, yeah, my love for Genshin is not that deep. So I don't feel that attack if I have to, like, give up Genshin per se, yeah. But unlike Pokemon, I feel like I'm very attacked. Yes, I'll have to give up like Pokemon because of... I wouldn't say give up, but I do want to, like, show some solidarity with all the disasters going on with Nintendo and on, yeah. And I feel like I am... It's harder to do it for Pokemon. Genshin, I don't have that, the emotional feeling about it, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense, yeah. In fact, when I play Genshin, I feel like there's this very weird sense of irkiness in Genshin that I do not know how to describe, yeah. Yeah. I think the irkiness come from the bad taste I had when I was, grinding Genshin, and then the chasm, and then a couple of things, yeah. But don't get me wrong, I think Genshin character designs are still some of the best out there. I have no qualms watching people play Genshin, to be honest, yeah. Which I do used to until one of my friends who stream Genshin stopped streaming Genshin, yeah. But that's because of work commitments, not because of something happened with him and Genshin. No, nothing, yeah. But it's just that I cannot bring myself to play Genshin myself. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue I struggle with Genshin, yeah. It's a very weird feeling. Yes, yeah. Anything in limited edition Chongyun control saying Genshin is bad. No, have you seen my bag? I was sorry about phone, yeah. Have you seen my bag? I saw you never played Genshin Impact no Hoyoverse, yeah. Okay, but have you seen my bag? Now that you said this, I feel like I'm getting challenged by Store Your Waifu, okay, yeah? I feel like I'm getting challenged, okay, yeah? For those who know what's coming, y'all know what's coming already. Yes, yeah. What's this? Not screen share, gaming scene. Yes, yeah. Overhead camera. Alright, aside from the Coco Goat you see down here on my very nice table. Ta-da! Yes, yeah. An entire bag dedicated to Coco Goat, a bit of curtain. Yes, yeah. An entire bag! Yes, yeah. That's not my only bag, my only Ita bag though. Yes. Some of my complete Ita bags is actually hung a bit higher, so I need to get like a step ladder to get it down here. But hey, so basically a lot of my keychains, I put them in the bag and then I display it by hanging them. Does that make sense, yeah? So I have like a wall of bags. Of Ita bags. The reason why I love to bring down my Coco Goat one is my Coco Goat one is actually very low, so I can just pick it up quite easily and show it to you. Yeah. Of other lower bags, I've got this one. Easy to reach bags. Yes, yeah, this is my link click bag. Alright, I got like the complete photo card set here, so I just laid it out in the back. Okay, yeah, this is my link click one. Then I've got my Bochi the Rock bag. Yes, yeah, a full Bochi bag. Guitar bag. Guitar shaped bag, not a guitar bag, but a guitar shaped bag. Yes, yeah. Okay, and then yeah. There you go. A Bochi fan? Now you know I'm a Bochi fan? Ha! Took you long enough? Yes, yeah. I had covered Bochi pins! Yummy! Anyways, let's switch back to the art scene. Yes, yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're like, always wondering, Kochi, why I can't see anything here? Because I'm working on my tablet, which is over here. Yes, yeah. head cam art scene. Okay. But yeah. Alright. The lace is done. We go for a second layer lace now. Let me see. Yes. Much as decoration. I know right now. And for me, oh yeah, there was actually a couple of videos I want to talk about. Lately I've been finding a lot of videos I do want to react to, share about. Hey, the thing is, when I react to videos, I feel like I react to them a bit differently, in the sense of, unlike other people, they're like, okay, I'm just gonna solely react to it because it's content and all. For me, I find when it comes to reaction, I like to react to things because it's a topic that I'm invested in, and I want to share with you and share with you my point of views and all. So I have actually set aside some videos to react to for the art side actually, which in due time I'll probably do reactions to it when I got time. But for now, we just chat. Yes, yeah. Okay. Oh, I have not done this side. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep it simple here. You only see one side coming out, but don't see the other side. Yes, yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's see. There we go, those a bit laces. Okay. Alright, if I'm not wrong, I'm 100% done the lineup. You see, let me just visually run through. Okay, I'm not 100% done yet. I need to erase some things. Most of the sleeve here. I think I'm 100% done with the base lineup here. That I can color the character, then we'll do a backdrop later on. Yeah. Sounds good, yeah. Okay. The reason why I can't continue this is because I am going to send over to the client for approval. I actually feel like, it'd be nice if you can do things like, what's it called? I can do like background stuff and on. Yeah. I can just proceed with things without like asking client. That'll actually be the most ideal situation. But sadly, because this ultimately a commission. Yes, I still need to make sure that I handle it like a commission. Yes, yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. I could probably proceed with some of the flat colors, but I can't go too much beyond that. Okay. Wait, for the multiple. Okay. But yeah. Okay, but in terms of the base color, Oh wait, there's still lineups I didn't fix yet, yeah, like here. Things like this where I go like, yes, at least I have all the layers separate here, so when I need to like fix things like this, it gets a little easier. That's one of the major reasons here. I probably had some rough back problems here. The stockings are giving you Sailor Moon vibes and dig it here. Yeah, actually this design was designed by Minimal Art. For those who know, yes, my partner artist Minimal Art was the one who did the design for this here. She took up the design commission, and then now, you know, in a weird twist, the person's like, Kochi, can I commission you for art? Yes. It's a really weird twist, but I don't mind. Yes, yeah. Alright. I'm totally loving this design right now as I see it. Okay, yeah. Should I go for some flat colors? Okay. You know what? I should go for skin color. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna color pick the skin color here. Okay. Edit. Convert the drawing color. Okay. Convert the drawing color. Alright. So that's gonna be the skin color I'm gonna go with here. Okay. Hey, so this was the base color. Okay. Right, yeah, so from here to here. Here to here. Okay, we'll do it a bit separately now. So this here to here. Okay, what's this layer here? Nothing transform. Okay, so you go here. Alright, so what I'll do on this one over here though, weirdly, is I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna remove this parts. The tail. I'm gonna remove the tail first here. Hey, so the reasoning for me removing the tail here is actually really simple. Because later on in the full artwork here, I may have to have the tail on a separate layer. So I might as well just remove the tail right now first here, to avoid any troubles or complications later on here. Then I'll just move the tail to a separate layer. I feel like these are some of the things that I consider a lot more compared to a lot of other artists where they're like, oh, later on then I'll just erase the parts and all, you know. I'm like, oh, no, I'm just going to keep it as a separate layer. I don't know if you call it habit or what, yeah, but yeah, well, it's just my style, I guess. Okay, I do need to keep a color palette here for easy reference later on, yeah. Skin color, okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. I'll do the black and whites first. Yes, I'll do the black and whites. That should be a good start. Yes, yeah. Okay. This would be a nice spot, but I need to manually color in first. I didn't have the lines cover everything per se. I see something I want to fix here. Let me see. Hey, something a lot of artists saying is don't get too obsessed, don't zoom in all the way. Personally, I do agree with that for the most part of it. But sometimes I do occasionally zoom in to make sure I can see the corners being handled properly. But in terms of like details and all, like some parts like down here, sometimes you just only see it when you zoom in. You see. So sometimes you miss a lot of all those like smaller details that may have cause trouble for our work. And you don't really notice until like it's kind of a little bit too late sometimes. So I think strategically zooming in still makes sense, but don't like zoom in and fix every single small little line here, because if I do fix every small little line here, a lot of this is going to be trouble. Yes, like a lot of this liner is going to become a lot of trouble here. So I don't actually like go in and fix. I just fix like if visually I can see the problem here, then I'll zoom in and fix. If I can't see a problem here, then I won't be bothered. I think that's just a very good place to like set yourself as a benchmark, I'll say, on when to zoom in and when not to zoom in. Can you see it in general? If you can see in general, yes, zoom in. If you can't see in general, forget it. Yeah, I think that's something that at least for me, it's my core principle on how I decide if I'm going to zoom in or not going to zoom in. Yeah. Okay. Is there any more whites? I don't think so. Okay, yeah. That's all the whites we have. No, down here. Now all the whites are done. Let's do the blacks. So for blacks, something I also learned is do not go for full blacks. You always go for this weird bluish black or pinkish black or reddish black, depending on the mood you want to go for. So in this case, I'm definitely going to go for a bluish black. Yes, yeah. Alright, but I need it to be a lot lighter. We can always darken it later on, yeah. But less color. There we go. Alright, so one thing I learned is never to use pure blacks. I don't know, it just sort of works better that way. Okay, the problem now is the colors are bleeding out a little bit, which I'm not very happy with. Trying to find a good balance. Yeah, I think that's the best balance we've got. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start getting out this thing. So you can see I'm zooming to just remove all those like weird corners. If you see what I mean here, all those weird corners need to go. Yeah, but besides that, yeah. Like generally, aside from weird corners, I think most of this line art is okay. Yes, yeah. Okay, I do need to clean up here. Yeah, done. Yeah, maybe I can increase it to maybe 50. Will it solve the lineup problem? Maybe. I think it solved it better after increasing it 50. Sort of, but not really. Yes, yeah. Well, it bleeds a bit more though. Okay, it's solved it now. But yeah, I didn't need to clean up some of the bleeding. So bleeding is when it was just leaking over to the other side. It happens often, so it's something that I do keep my eye out for when you know, the artwork bleeds and on. It's common in that weird sense, yeah. But yeah. Okay. This over here. Okay. Hey, so the same black will be over here as well. And onto the shoes. Yes, yeah. Okay, so the shoes is technically 90% black. Okay, so we're just gonna go on. Give it all the blacks it needs. Yes, yeah. Hey, so one thing that I think is very important is to see where your colors are layering over one another, yeah? Because this can easily affect how you decide how to layer your overall colors, yeah, to make things easier for yourself. So for example, later on, my pink... Oh, wait, there is... Oh no! I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. And you really know how to draw, yeah? Hello, the chosen one! How's it meowing, yeah? Not bad, yeah? Do I really know how to draw? I've got to say that I only really picked up drawing proper this year. So I'm still pretty fresh in the whole thing, yeah? Like, I personally have not taken in a lot of art commissions yet, yeah? Though I do want to, like, you know, start taking in more art commissions moving forward. Yes, yeah? I've mostly been an animator for the most part of my online career, yeah? Yeah, I've been mostly animating. Art has always been a side thing for me, but I do intend to move it closer to my main. Yes, yeah. I'm so creative, Tonya. But I'm still always looking to improve. That's the most important thing. I think the most important thing is to always seek improvement. Don't be satisfied too easily. Yes, yeah. I think that's something that can be very important to make sure that you improve your art. Just don't stay satisfied. Stay hungry. Oh no! Scotchy messed up. Okay, never mind. I'll fix the mess up in a bit. Yes, yeah. We'll see I'm running on the wrong layer now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Wenjik 1. Refer the editing layer only. Apply to this. Okay, extract. Alright, so this one is white. I don't know how to draw the well, yeah. Honestly, I do know a lot of people who do not know how to draw as well, yeah, and all. Even I started pretty bad, to be honest, yeah. So I feel like if you do want to learn art, step 1, start drawing. Yes, yeah. Like, if you don't ever start drawing, you never start making mistakes. And if you never start making mistakes, yeah, you never start improving, yeah. I think that is a very, it's a very basic advice, again, yeah. But at the same time, I think that's like the most important advice for anyone who wants to get into art, yeah, is start drawing and start making all them mistakes. Yes, yeah. The more mistakes you make, the more chance you have to actually improve your art. Yes, yeah. It's kind of sad that yes, you'll definitely go through a period of coming out with a lot of shitty art. Yeah, I actually went through that myself. Yeah, I went through a shitty art period very recently actually. Yes, yeah. Like I say, I'm pretty fresh into the whole art thing for the most part. Yeah, I've always been into animation, and yes, animation and art is two very separate things. On the grand scheme of things, yeah. So I usually used to animate other people's art. So now I'm coming out with my own art, yeah, and eventually I should be able to provide fully 100% Caturteer animation from start to finish, yeah, as opposed to that means I can animate both my own art as well as if there's a commission for another person's art, I should be able to handle it as well, yeah. So kind of expanding my own skill sets per se, yeah. It's kind of weird though, what I'm gonna say next year is I initially thought that it's gonna be more of I would just use my art as a backup, yes, yeah. But now I'm definitely gearing towards using my art as my main, yes, yeah. It's a very weird process that I'm going through mentally, yeah, about how am I gonna approach things differently and all, yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong. Okay, don't get me wrong. I think there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's just that when you are on your own for doing things for so long, yeah, like you have always been dependent on someone, and suddenly you go okay, on my own, yeah, it just feels this very weird sense of, am I really up for it? Yeah, I'm taking a leap of faith and hoping it turns out well. Yeah. Yeah, I think steady improvement is improvement. Instead of tackling 50 different ways to improve, focus on one aspect to improve. And thanks for the service, the chosen one. Yes, yeah, you can be, yeah. So, I personally have gone into improving my art very slowly. Okay, yeah, and I know that's so weird, but sometimes in art you have these eureka moments, yeah, where you're like, oh, that's how you do it. Yeah, it's so weird, you have that eureka moments, sometimes you feel like your art isn't really improving, yet, and then you just hit a certain point where you go wait, then there's suddenly a huge jump. Well, it's this very weird experience that I've been experiencing a couple of times. Well, I go something is off, yeah, then suddenly it could be a tutorial video you saw, it could be just something that's clicked in your head, yeah, and then everything just worked out. So I recently just got out of now those eureka moments, yeah. Yeah. Hello, Red Raven. How's it meowing? Over on Kiknia. Yeah. How are you doing, Twink Woman? Yes, yeah. I wonder if you're wondering, Kochi, are you reading chat consistently? No. I'm trying to read chat as much as I can, but I'm definitely not 100% eyes on chat at the moment. Yeah. I've decided to try to get the the flag colors for this commission up. Yes, yeah. The once the flag colors for this commission is up here, then I will stop for the day and send it over to the client for confirmation. Yes, yeah. Because ultimately, whether this is okay, not okay, is up to the client's own decision. Yes, yeah. Okay, let me work on some of the accent colors first. Okay, so it's essence. Okay, this black back to black again. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, yeah. And yeah. Dakadash, how's it meowing? Yeah. So today I'm just focusing on getting the art done first, the base art itself, yeah. Then later on I can expand it. Yes, yeah. Okay, so just now I was talking about layering and figuring out your layering fast, yeah. So one of the reasons why I was looking at my layering is because of the pink. You see, so you see in a bit. Okay. We'll run this with the pink. You see. Pink. Alright, and then we go like this. I don't want to keep a difference between the pink and the purples on this character here. Though I'm still seeing how I want to split it. Because they're very close, but at the same time, I think pink and purples can play a different part. I think most of it is going to be pink. So, yeah. Okay. Hey, so basically anything that is core colors is going to be pink over here. So, obviously, just now I laid the black purposely in front. So that now I can just spam the pink like this and it doesn't really kill the whole thing here. Same thing here with the heart. Okay, the heart is later going to be accent color here. So once again, I don't need to care too much about the pink or whatsoever here. Oh, these are some of the core things which I take note of when I'm doing color layering. You see, like, where is this pink going to overlap? Where is this part going to overlap here? And then I make sure that it doesn't get in the way of overlapping the area. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Do I have any more pink? I think the other pink parts here should be here. Okay. Alright, then back to white because I realized I'm missing a lot of white parts. Yes, yeah. So basically, I try to keep my colors, the core color, for example, white and black and pink in this one here. I usually keep them separate so that when I actually do my coloring later on, it's easier here. Black is here. Also, I keep the colors for the head and the body separate here. Mostly it's to make it easier for me to color later on as well here. I do a lot of things in preparation for my art to work better in a weird way here. So you always tend to see me like, you know, okay, split this accordingly for this portion, you split that accordingly for that portion, that sort of things here. Okay, this is gonna be jam. Yeah. Also, areas that I want to have special transitions or special lighting and all, okay, or special shading and all, I usually also have them on a separate layer here. Go to the door. Okay. Gem and metal. I'm gonna put this two together here. Okay, gold can be on its own. Alright. And as a good plan, why is the knee part pink? Okay, yeah. It's actually based on the character design. So the reason why the knee part there is pink, I think it's the socks or something like that, yeah. So once again, this character's overall design is not by me. It's given to me by a client, yeah. So this is actually a pink sock and then a black sock. So like two separate socks here. Yeah, in case you're like wondering why is the part pink? Yeah, that's the reason behind it here. Okay, just go back to black just to cover up this portion. Okay. Alright. Back to this red. So remember just now I said the layering is very important here. So this is where the accent layering comes into handy. Like where I accented would be easier for me just overlap here. So since it's also going to cover the silver part, I'm going to go for a grey, a purplish grey for my silvers for this artwork. Yes, yeah. Okay, and I got two more here. Okay, I probably want to do this because I might edit the lineup later on for the part. So also it's good to, like, you know, mentally know what the changes you may make, and also that later when you get back to it, you don't like go in the complete mess here. Alright, so now most of the parts are done. We're going to go for back purple. Alright, so this back purple part here will cover, it's basically going to be pink but dark. Yes, yeah. So this is going to cover most of the inner clothes here. Yes, yeah. So it's a very clear cut on what I want to achieve on these areas. Yes, yeah. Alright, most of the flat colors are in. Time to throw in the metal hands. Okay, so the metal hands, the shade's going to be together, yeah. I'm going to try the metal hands here. Oh, once again, since I had everything already put at the back, I can afford to do this. Yes, yeah. To most of the metal hands. Keyword is most because the head and the hair is going to be separate layers later on. Yeah, so this is probably the only part which I need to take a bit more care. And also because this is closer to the face, I'm zooming in a lot more to make sure the colors here are more on point. Yes, yeah. I don't want to have any weird leaks, especially this close to the face here. So it's also like, you know, prioritizing, okay, which part is important. So in this case, the face part is important because it's going to be looked at very closely here. So I do want to make sure that I answer that closeness properly, if that makes sense here. So things like small gaps and all, it's going to be very important, which is why I don't use the paint bucket tool here. And instead I use the lasso tool to manually add in the colors myself here. So depending on the importance of the artwork corner here, I put different amount of effort into the base colors. Yes, yeah. Which is something also important to take note, because if you put 100% effort into everything here, most of the time people will not see half of your artwork. The focus will still be on the face, technically also on the boobas. So depending on where your focus of the artwork is, you need to prep your color separation accordingly. Okay, so the clothes are all here. Okay, I got a bit of pink I need to add on. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay. Right, for the body base color here. Now let's go on to the head face color. So this is going to be body. This is going to be clothes. Yes, yeah. Right, then we go for one more. Face, the head parts. So the head part right now, I'm going to use pink to mark it out. It's going to look real weird. Trust me. Yes, yeah. But it's for the betterment of the cat. So the reason why I'm using pink for the head right now, okay, is number one, I do not have the full head color in. Okay, yeah. So, and also the hair is going to be based on the skin tone, and my skin is already like the base color here. Yeah. So it's very important to make sure that I can see the difference. Then I need to bring in the facial parts as well. Okay, and then I'm going to extend the head here as well. Yes, yeah, to be part of the facials. Okay. Alright, simple as that. Yeah. that should be fine. Okay. Alright, what's the whites? This is the whites, okay, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna move this part. I'm gonna move this part first. Facing it upwards. I'll probably recolor and make sure that everything here is done nicely later on. Yeah. For now, this should do. That one is just a mock-up portion of it. Yeah. Okay. So now I've gotten the details in. Very simple. Just need to pull in the colors from here. Okay. Go to the head layer. Edit. Come with the drawing color. Done. Okay, now. Alright, next up, let's do the hair. Okay, now. So for this case, I'm gonna put the hair in front of the head now. Also for the hair, even though they are the same color, I also split them accordingly now. Like front hair, back hair, all those things now. So the main reason for doing that as well is so that it's easier coloring later on. So like down here is all my front hairs. Okay, and I'm gonna go under one layer called FH. Yes, now. I feel the hair could go a bit more purplish actually. Yes, now. Okay, once again, because the hair is a more important part, I usually zoom in to make sure that it's 100% the areas I wanted to cover as opposed to the rest of the body now. Come with the drawing color. Okay, come with the drawing color. Still a bit more bluish. Come with the drawing color. Convert the drawing color. Yeah. I'm happy with this one, yeah. So this will be FH. So yes, I actually split everything ahead of time already. Yeah, for those who are like wondering, Kati, do you split everything ahead of time? Yes, I split all of them very ahead of time. Yes, yeah. So that later on when I do anything, I don't need to overthink things too much. I can just shade in peace. Yes, yeah. Okay, so remember just now I have those color gaps and on here. So this is when the color gaps actually come into handy for me to like make sure that, okay, I need to get the part done nicely now. So this is gonna be SH. Can you? And then we'll have BH. You know what? BH can just cover everything. Yeah, this part. No issue. Yes, yeah. It's just FH needs to be on its own. Yes, yeah. Cute. Alright. Now here's going good, yeah. Alright. There we go. We got this part almost done. Okay. Also, another thing here is I don't like it when the I'm starting to not like it. Initially, I thought it was a good idea. Okay, I can have the skin tone with the base color at the back. Yeah. Now I'm starting to not like it because it's not covering up a lot of the mistakes that I usually want to avoid. Yes, yeah. So I'll probably go and fix that in a bit. Yes, yeah. It shouldn't be that tough, since most of it is already there. Yeah. No. Okay, this is on the BH. Okay. Once again, layering issues. Okay. All right. I'll go up to here. No, go this one. Yes, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So we have, then we'll have the hat. Alright, once again, the hat, we're gonna have the layers, the colors all separately. Then go for dark pink. Yes, yeah. Going for lighter pink. After that, we'll go for the metallic red, the gem red. We do spuffers here. Okay. Alright, silvers. We'll do back the same silvers here. Okay, then for the red, we go to here. Pick up the reds. Okay, yeah. Bam, bam. Okay. Hey, oh yeah, hairs. And the hair, we need to add one more here. Can you? Hey, then it's gonna be added. Different color tail. Can you? Alright, so over here, the problem I had just now was the skin. Alright, so I'm gonna get the skin color first here. And I do not want this to be skin color. I want this to be a lot darker, or we'll go for a grey first. Yes, go for a grey first as usual. Okay. Actually, I don't want a complete grey. I want like a blue actually. Yes, yeah, that's just for easy viewing. Okay, yeah. So like, huh? You want to know blue skin? No. It's just for the easy viewing, yeah. The skin. I thought I could be lazy, but after looking at how it came out, I was like, no. I'm not gonna go for that laziness. Yeah, the laziness is gonna affect the artwork, and it shows. Okay, yeah, it shows. I thought for a moment that I was the genius. Then after a while, I got wait, no. you may not see the effect of it as much here because you are not like looking at my screen directly here, but it's just a small little action that can make the color look a lot neater. That's all. So I decided to actually put in a bit of effort, which is that's it, done. And then this can just go to dark blue or something. Yeah. Okay, so now the colors, especially all the gaps, should now be popping out as black instead of whatever it was just now. Okay, so this we got the eyes. Eyes is still going to be the sketched eyes, no change. Alright, now I am however going to add the color to the tongue. Okay, so under the head. Wait, did I not do this part already? Yes, yeah. Or did the the hair add into it? Okay, yeah. So this should be under BH. That was a problem. There we go. Nice. See? So when you actually sort things out nicely, yeah, you can actually tell where some of the parts you are looking for are at. And it becomes really important when you're like trying to do coloring or things like that. Yeah. So in this case, luckily I got my tongue layer sorted properly beforehand. Yeah. So now I can just add the colors for the tongue. And we are done with the flat colors. Okay, yeah. So what I need to do next is to send this to the client for approval. Yes, yeah. And then we're good. So next stream, either I've already finished this off stream, or you might see me color this on my next stream. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So color palette. And those weapons of mass destruction, they are of okay destruction, okay, Nia? They're not of mass destruction, okay? You have not seen mass destructions. Yes, Nia. Alright. So now that we got this, Nia, what I'm gonna do next, Nia, is I'm gonna set this as sampling parts. Okay. We got this is gonna be a baseline. What is this? Nothing deletes. Okay, yeah. Alright, this is gonna be tail. Okay. One of those baseline duplicate. Merge selected layers. Filter blur. Gaussian blur. Bring it to somewhere here. And then we bring it into sampling parts. Okay, yeah. So this allows me to, like, you know, have a base sample of the colors and all, yeah. Then I can send in to my client for confirmation. Yes, yeah. A couple of things I do want to change now, looking at it overall, yeah, is I think I'll change the colors of the this part of the ears, but I do not know what color I'll go for. Let me just. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, yeah, this is nice. Okay, so it's just a slight brighter color as a base, yeah, rather than using that as the dark colors all the way, yeah. I just added the drawing color. Hey, so that it pops out a little better, yeah. But yeah, that is it. We are done. Yeah. Convert the drawing color. There we go. Yeah. Hey, after which, let's see, take this out. Hey, then we'll do a simple stroke, black stroke, just to thicken the line up for a bit. Yeah. Alright, and then okay, we are done so far. Right, so once again I will throw in my custom brush. Yay! By the way, it took me so long to get this custom brush up. It's ridiculous, yeah, but now that I got this custom brush up, yeah, it makes things so much easier. Bam! We'll keyboard space. Okay. Alright, custom brush. For orange. Bam! 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 Haha! Watercoloring, watermarking has never been easier. Bam! I should have done this earlier. Yes, yeah. Okay. Then, Hey, so next thing I'm gonna do is sign in. Yes, yeah. Okay, with my sign brush. Yes, I've always been like, struggling with the brush setup, yeah. So now I've got a proper dedicated sign brush. Hey, why do I not use my autograph as a stamp here? Because I feel like every artwork that I do, I want to have like, that personal touch to it, yeah. So I may use the same autograph for like the same artwork on different stages, yeah, but I will never like, use the same autograph on another artwork, if that makes sense, yeah. Okay, then this is going to be work in progress credits. Okay, yeah. Alright, then I need to do one more. We'll go for red on this one. This is going to be work in progress. Work. W-I-P. Okay, yeah. Honestly, if I don't add in the background, it doesn't look as messy, yeah, but because there's a background there, it's a little messy, but it's part of the work anyways, yeah, so I do want the client to have a look. Yes, yeah. Alright, so we can now pull this into the samples. Wah! Oh, that's my loss. And hello, Tony. Everything looks good so far. Yeah, you are very late, Tony. You need to contribute a late jar. $50. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tony. Hey, well, this did take longer than expected. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm definitely not at Sasasaki Kiki speed, but my main goal is now to finish the artwork within 4 hours. Yes, yeah. Okay, but this is going to be on pause for now. Can you? Well, I just go open. Screenshots. This is the latest one. Hey, so why did I still need to edit the screenshot after that? Yeah, okay. So, export as single layer JPEG. Filter. That is because I need to add the noise pattern in here. It's kind of sad that, I have to like do such things to protect my own artwork. Well, I add like, I don't know if you can see in here, but this actually adds like a layer of filter on top of it so that, AI can't read it properly in here. Yeah. Because lately people have been going terrible in here. I guess you're eating dinner for 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay. So that I'm done with today's art. I hope y'all like it. Okay, yeah? But yes. Alright, I'll see all of you soon. And we have all the cat photo you want in your dreams. Okay, yeah? Alright, so thank you so much, Herbal on YouTube. Kick and Picata. I'll see you next stream, which is gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow, while I was initially planning to do a gaming stream, I think I have to delay the gaming stream a little bit now because I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Okay, bye bye. We have all the cat photo in your dreams and